Deck the halls with boughs of holly. Fa la 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 la. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm doing the simplest eyeshadow makeup look. So if you want to see how I achieve this look, please stay tuned and keep on watching. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Oh, my necklace is twisted. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's go. So I'm starting off with the Oma and Thread Beauty Concealer to as a base actually for my eyes, and I'm making sure to saturate them. I chose these two because out of all my concealers, these are actually the lightest concealers that I have, and I'm making sure to place that over both the lids. And you'll see later on in this video that I'm going to let it sit for a few seconds. I mean, the whole seconds was not recorded, but I did let it sit for a bit before I actually blended. And this time I made sure to have the concealer at the edge of my eye because I have them kind of, I'm not gonna say chinky because I hear that it's watch me and gonna be nice. Now I'm going to take my favorite blending brush for the eye and under the brows to just blend that out, to tap in very lightly because I don't want to lose the pigment and the color pay off. That's why I'm actually making sure to just be gentle. And I'm taking my kimchi powder to just set the concealer because I don't want it shifting and moving all over the eyes. I need to calm down because I really I take this thing to heart, making sure I do that while I chew my gummy bear, my gummy worm that I actually have for over a month, because that's just how I eat candy. If I have a bag of candy, it'll last me for about 3 months because I don't like sweets like that. But every now and then you have a little sweet tooth for people like me, and I can just grab my little candy. Now here is the Oma Black Magic Carnival palette. This palette, I don't think you can get it nowhere else, probably on Amazon. And y'all know that Oma no longer exists. Taking my medium dense fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna blend that all over. And let me tell you something, I'm using only one color to actually do my makeup, my eyeshadow. Did I say makeup? Eyeshadow. And I thought that it was brown. Looking at it, I thought it was brown, but the more that I put it on, actually in this video, I didn't even realize that it was actually that maroon red until way after. That's how I knew that it wasn't brown, because made it confident. And even looking at it right now, it looks like brown. The color actually has a name. It's called, okay, I can't pronounce that, so we're going to leave it alone. Let me try and pronounce it. The shade is called okay, we're not going try to figure it out. And then I'm taking a very light fluffy brush right here and I'm blending it. Make sure that it looks nice and blown out. I want that first color that I put down to look more blown out more than anything else. Yeah, and you see I'm making to check upon it, and I'm liking the way that it's looking, and I'm gonna keep blending it because that's just the process of eyeshadow. I think that's why people got lazy, because it takes patience and a lot of blending. It's taking that same color, yes, and I'm going to deepen the crease with a tapered brush, more of a tapered type of brush, and I'm going into the crease to intensify and to create dimension in the crease, just so I can have that cohesive line. I wouldn't say line of demarcation, but to have that cohesive look. This is just the look that I'm going for, and it's so important that sometimes, if we don't feel so lazy, for just take a little time and put on the thing properly, we can create these dimensions with the eyeshadow, with the one eyeshadow that we actually intend to use. You understand? So as you see, I'm blending. We are blending and blending some more. And we never stop blending because we want the look to come out nice. You understand? And I go back in with that very fluffy brush. You know, actually that brush is for highlighter, but because I don't really do highlighters anymore like that, I just feel like it was the perfect brush to go ahead and blow out the edges just to make sure that everything is what? Cohesive. I may check up on it always. Then I'm going back out in the outer V just to make sure that it is nice and warm in those areas because I don't want it to feel left out. Because I feel like, and I'm saying because a lot of times I find that I forget that area. And I'm actually using the same color to put on my lid. Y'all see the dimension of brushes and what the brushes do. So the lighter brush blows out the color. Then the tapered medium dense brush gives me that warmth in the crease. And then this really packed lid brush give me that color payoff. One color, three different brushes, three different looks, three different dimension in the same color. I feel like me really are over talk. I don't know. Yeah, and I'm just packing it on, just giving time to breathe in between. It looks so pretty. Love that maroon color. Love that maroon color. I really cannot pronounce it, and I won't try to pronounce it. Beautiful. Forever checking on it to make sure everything is all good in the hood. And you will see that I'm going to go back in with that pencil brush and just clean up the crease area just to make sure that everything is blending into each other. We're like a wave from one thing to the next. Making sure that the crease is nice and there's color there. I'm going back and forth with the brushes, going back and forth. It's very, very, very important that you go back and forth with the what? Brushes. See that? Nice. Now I'm taking the Moon Dust palette, which is one of my favorite, and I'm taking the shade Lithium, and I'm going to pack that on the lid, but just 3/4 of the way on the lid, not the entire lid. I love this palette. I will never, ever give it up. And there was a time not too long ago, well, long ago, that I never appreciated this palette. I didn't. May I talk it truth. But the more I started using it, is the more I begin to appreciate it. It looks good on its own, and it looks good on top of other colors. Pretty. Excuse me. Pretty man. And I'm going to forever use my fingers to apply this to my eyelid. Forever. I won't ever use a brush. I just love the way that it comes off on the finger versus a brush. Are you someone happy? Very pleased. Very pleased. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. And I'm just blending again, taking another OG palette. That is the Too Faced Just Peachy palette. I'm just taking a cream color inside there and just put that on the inner corners of my eyes just to open it up a little bit, make it nice and bright. And I'm taking my Kaja eyeliner and I'm just going to line my eyes just a bit and give myself the tiniest wing, the tiniest weirdest wing, because I really can't do a wing liner to save my life anymore. I used to be good at it, but not anymore, and that's good enough for me. Taking my favorite mascara at this time, the Essence Princess Lash. I just love it. And then I'm going in with Catrice eyeliner. It's so pretty. Catrice eyeliners are so soft and they glide on so easy. I have about 3 or 4 of them. So gorgeous. going back in with that same color and just adding that. Everything just matches perfectly. Like, seriously, it was a perfect eyeshadow in my opinion, because what I thought it wasn't, and then it just turned out great and also matched my shirt. Cute the brute. Putting on some mascara again after I take care of the bottom lash line, and just adding up some finishing touches. What may I talk about? Smile, man. Taking my one size bronzer, and I'm going to just bronze up my face. Yeah, warm up the skin, warm it up, warm it up. And I'm taking my Olac blush, and I'm just gonna pack that on the high points of my cheek bone and as close under my eye as possible. I actually use a smaller blush brush and sweep some of that color under my eye. Very close. Taking my favorite Milk Hydro Grip setting spray and spray that. I did not show where I use the L'Oreal setting spray, but I did use that, and it's alwaysbalm.com, and that's the look. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. This is how I'm kicking off Vlogmas. Thank you so much for watching this video. And again, I wish above all else that you prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospers. Happy holidays to everyone. Bye.